Hello gardeners, I'm so happy to be here today in the garden on this sunny day, and I thought we would talk about measuring today. There are all kinds of great things we can measure out here in the garden, and I have a couple tools. My first tool is a ruler. This can measure length, and this ruler measures in inches. I also have a yardstick. This also measures in inches, but it's much longer. And I have one more thing to measure length, a measuring tape. This goes even longer than the yardstick. We can measure volume, liquid volume, with our spray bottle. The spray bottle has different units on the side. We'll check that in a minute. We can also measure weight with our scale. I also have some things, not necessarily to measure, but to observe with. I have binoculars, and I have a magnifying glass. Let's go see what all these different tools can be used for. A ruler is an excellent tool for measuring the height of something that is smaller than 12 inches. Each one of these numbers represents an inch on our ruler. Let's measure and see how tall our broccoli is. This broccoli plant is 5 inches tall. This ruler,
That's not a ruler, that's a yardstick. A yardstick is 36 inches, which is the same as 3 feet, which is the same as a yard.
is better for measuring things that are longer than 12 inches. This has 36 inches, which is also known as 3 feet. Let's go measure this butterfly sculpture. Count with me, all right? 1 yard. 2 yards. It's not 3 yards. This measuring tape will be great for measuring things that are longer than a yard. It's also very flexible, so it's easy to manipulate or use. So let's measure this bed. This long side is 8 feet. The short side is 3.5 feet. We can use a spray bottle to measure volume. Volume is the amount of space something occupies. In this case though, this is hollow, so we can find out how much water occupies the space. So we're gonna figure out the volume of this container. You can see these little lines on here. They have 2 units of measurement. They use milliliters and they use ounces. They're not the same thing, but we can use both of them to find the volume. So I got my kettle. I'm gonna fill this up with rainwater. I would do this if I wanted to water some plants, but I wanted to know exactly how much water I'm putting on the plants. Whoop. All right, it's totally full. I know by looking at these lines, but then also looking at the label, that this water bottle holds 28 ounces or 828 milliliters. That's a lot of water. The plants will love this. This is a scale. It measures the weight of things in pounds. I have a couple things that we can measure out here in the garden. I thought I would start with a shovel. The shovel weighs almost 1 pound. I also have this container full of black-eyed pea seeds. Let's weigh that. Ooh, it's a little over 3 pounds. And I also have this bucket full of bloopy, sloopy compost. Let's see how much this weighs. What? 13 pounds!
Hi, I realized while I was editing this video that when I weighed the compost, I said 13 pounds, but the scale actually read 14 pounds. I apologize for any confusion that this has caused. Thank you.
You can use binoculars to see things that are very far away. When I use these binoculars, ooh, I can see some birds hiding over in the butterfly garden. But when I use a magnifying glass, I can see things very up close and in detail, like the lines on my hands. Wow, I can even see my fingerprints. Cool. There are two more measuring tools that live out here in the garden. One of them is this thermometer. Right now, it says it is 50 degrees Fahrenheit outside. That's measuring temperature. The other measuring device at school is this gauge way up on the roof. It tells us how much solar energy is being produced by our solar panels right here at school.
I wanted to show you this really cool tool to see what our solar panels at our school are producing. Go to this website, securefutures.solar, click on projects, then click on schools, scroll down to our city, Richmond, Virginia, and then scroll down again to our school, Linwood Holton Elementary School. You can now see what is being produced on each given day, each week, every 2 weeks, every month, every 3 months, and every year. So in the past, a little over a year, our solar panels at our school have produced 226.5 megawatts of energy. We can see in that time frame, we have saved 133 barrels of oil. We have removed 174 tons of carbon dioxide. And I don't understand this one, but apparently 152 trees have been planted. We can see today, February 19th, is a very cloudy day. So there's not a lot of solar strength. There's not a lot of sunshine. So we haven't produced a lot of power. We've only produced 11 kilowatts. But on Wednesday, the 17th, it was a very sunny day. And so we were able to produce a lot more. Look at that. This says 825 kilowatts were produced on Wednesday. So go check out this website. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do.
Thanks for joining me today in the garden on our measuring adventure. I have a challenge for you. I would love, if you're able, on Flipgrid, to leave me a message knowing the perimeter and the area of the garden bed I measured using the measuring tape.
Here's another editor's note. I said knowing the perimeter and the area. What I meant to say was you know the length and the width of the garden bed, so you should tell me the perimeter and the area. Thank you.
I'm excited to see your answers. I miss you. I hope everyone's having a great day, and thanks again. Bye.